Well, good day to everybody out there. I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. Today, I'm in Psalm 24. I'm going to do the entire chapter of Psalm 24. So, Psalm 24 says, "The earth is the Lord's and everything in it, the world and all who live in it. For he founded it on the seas and established it on the waters. Who may ascend the mountain of the Lord? Who may stand in his holy place? The one who has clean hands and a pure heart, who does not trust in an idol or swear by a false god. They will receive blessing from the Lord and vindication from God their Savior. Such is the generation of those who seek him, who seek your face, God of Jacob. Lift up your heads, you gates, be lifted up, you ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, you gates, lift them up, you ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in. Who is he, this King of glory? The Lord Almighty, he is the King of glory." So this chapter is really cool when it's put into the context of what exactly it was. So, according to my study Bible here, this was the song that the Jews would sing at the temple at the beginning of each week. And it's interesting because it has a lot of reminders in there for us that are important for us as we're starting, our weeks or even our day or just doing whatever. And it's interesting how the reminders are listed out throughout through the chapter. And so the first thing, verse 1 and 2 that it reminds us is that everything is God and he's in control. And so the very first thing is just like, lay your worries aside. He created it all. It's all his. We don't need to worry. The next thing it reminds us is that he is holy. It reminds us that he is set apart from everything else. Everything else is corruptible and things like that, but not God, and so it reminds us that he is holy, that he's in control, he's holy, he's better than anything else. The next part reminds us that we should be seeking him. And I think that's important to remind us at the beginning of the week, that we should be seeking him because, we can kind of get bogged down as the week is going on. And it's just important to remind ourselves that when the week is beginning, that we should be seeking him throughout everything that we do throughout the rest of the week. The fourth part is we should open ourselves up to him. It's talking about lift up your heads, you gates, be lifted up, you ancient doors. And so what they would do is that the priests would be in the temple and they would, they would be screaming, they would be saying, lift up your heads, you gates. And then everybody outside would say, open up the ancient doors. And as they were chanting this back and forth, they would actually open the doors. And it kind of just signifies how we should be open to receiving him, just being able to hear from him whenever we need to. The fifth thing that it reminds us of is that he is a warrior who will fight our battles. We're not supposed to be fighting our own battles. Jesus and God have already done that for us, so it's not necessary for us to do it. We just need to rely on him and let him do the fighting. The sixth thing is, again, open ourselves up to him. And I think it's important that it really hits that twice, because it's something that we need to be reminded of, that as the week goes on, as we start going about our daily lives, is that we need to continue to stay open to him. And the last thing is just finishes with a reminder of who he is. Who is he, this King of glory? The Lord Almighty, he is the King of glory. And it just finishes with that. Just as you go through your week, remember who he is, stay open to him, rely on him, seek him. And these are all very important things for us to do throughout the week. And so it's really cool that this is how the Jews started their week, is by reminding themselves of this. And it's also really cool in that context because it was a community thing. It wasn't just about you. It wasn't just about you opening up yourself, but also the community opening up itself to be able to hear from him, the community seeking him, the community allowing him to fight the battles. And so if you don't know who this God of glory is. He's very good, and so I would recommend seeking him out, as this chapter says. And so as you start your day, try to remember these things, because that's what the Jews did. I hope everybody has a good week. I'll see you guys next time.